Dude, this guy's living a dream. I've always wanted to do this before, but I've never had the bravery to. Holy shit, look. She's augmented. Do you think that bionic leg gives her super speed? Or lets her jump like really far? Okay. I had the worst flight ever. Not the worst flight. I had the worst person ever on my fucking flight. Holy shit. Okay. Typically, I'm pretty chill. Wait, what's the cute angle? It's like this. It's up here, right? Too lazy for that shit. So, typically, I'm pretty chill to fly with. I don't get up very much. I don't squiggle or move around very much. I don't say a lot of dumb shit. I'm a pretty chill person to travel with. For the most part, okay? I had this kid next to me. Oh my fucking god, dude. It's unbearable. Easily the worst person I've ever traveled with in my entire fucking life. So, first we get on, and he starts asking me questions about, like, what I did and whatever. Pretty standard stuff, which is cool, right? So, here's the first red flag. I don't even know if this counts as a red flag or not, okay? But, so here we go, okay? So, he starts asking if I, like, ever played, so I mentioned something about, I think I just said, like, I played video games, because he was younger. He was, like, in his early 20s, maybe late teens, Asian kid, chapped lips. And, so I just tell him I play video games for a living. And he's like, oh, cool. And he's like, have you ever heard of this one game? And I'm like what game? And he's like, well, it's kind of like paintball, except, like, in a video game. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, it's like paintball. Like, you paintball each other, kind of, but in a video game. And you, and you know, right after you die, you come back up really quick. And he's describing this game to me for like 5 minutes. I think I guessed that Splat game or whatever, Splatoon. I had no fucking idea. And eventually he's like, oh, it's like The Duty or something. And I was like, Call of Duty? And he's like, yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah, that game. It's kind of like paintball in a video game. And when they kill you, man, you come right back. I don't know, dude. I was like, yeah, I guess I've heard of it. This is just one thing, okay? This guy did every possible thing you could ever possibly do to be like the worst travel companion ever. So, right after we take off, okay? Right after we take off, is that a red flag? No, not on its own, okay? But just right after we take off, okay? This guy is like, he rings the flight attendant like 3 times before the first food service ever come around. The first time he rings, he asks if he can have like another blanket. And then the second time he rings, he asks if he can have, like, a glass of water. And then the third time he rings, he asks her if she can take, like, the bottle of water away before they even bring the food around. Like, this kid's, like, crazy. Like, oh my god, he just can't, like, chill. He's, like, freaking out the entire time. This kid was, like, 20 years old, okay? So, at one point, he opens the window, okay? On these types of international flights where usually, people usually sleep, right? He opens the window, and it's like 50 trillion lumens of luminosity flood into the cabin, okay? Like, every single person on every airplane for hundreds of miles can see the light pouring into our cabin. So, one of the people, you know, run by, and they're like, hey, like, could you please keep that closed? It's very bright. A lot of people are trying to sleep. And he's like, oh, okay. So she walks away, and he closes the window. Then he stands up, and he turns on his light above his seat. And then he turns on my light. And then he turns on the guy next to me's light. He has to have all 3 lights on. I don't know why. I don't even know why. Because right after he turns all 3 lights on, he goes to sleep. Just everything he did this flight was like maximum autism. When they come around for the dinner or the lunch service or whatever, the lady is like, do you guys want pasta or chicken? And at the end, he goes, you know, he says, I want pasta. And then I go, I want chicken. And then the guy next to me goes, I want chicken. And he's like, hold on, wait. He's like, I want chicken. This kid, okay, I swear to God, I'm not even exaggerating, okay? I exaggerate stories sometimes, I'm not exaggerating. This kid got up no less than 6 fucking times during the course of like a 12-hour flight, 11-hour flight. He got up so many times, and it wasn't to go to the bathroom. It was to just walk around. He would start to stand up, and then I'd be like, oh, do you need to get up? And he's like, and he'd like look around for like a minute, and then sometimes he would sit back down, and other times he'd be like, yeah, I'm going to get back up. And so we would have to shuffle out, and he would go walk around the plane. One of the times he came back, he actually like stood at the end and made the guy get up, and then he was like, oh, never mind, and then just kept walking off. Oh my god. You can form clots if you sit still for a long ass time. Oh, thanks guys. Yeah, because DVT is definitely super common amongst a normal, healthy weight population of people. Okay, dudes. It's normal as fuck. I get insane RLS on flight. Then fucking pick a non-window seat, dude. Damn. Did you talk to the other dude who was in your row to see his thoughts? I didn't talk to him till the end. The other guy was really cool, but it sounded like I was like exploring his pulmonary system the entire flight. Like, I don't know if he was just like a little bit too fat, but like every time he would shift in his seat, it would be like this. He'd be like, like that was like how he was breathing. And I didn't know if it was because he was a little on the overweight side, so I didn't really want to engage in a conversation. I didn't know if this guy was gonna have like a fucking heart attack or some shit if he exerted himself too much on conversation. He was a cool dude though. He worked for AMD. He told me some of their top secret roadmap. Apparently their next few revisions or whatever is supposed to have like 7 nanometer lithography or some shit, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I learned a little bit of top secret. Top secret means. Dude, this guy's living the dream. I've always wanted to do this before, but I've never had the bravery to. Never had the bravery to. I'm not doing it, dude. I'll get thrown out. Some security guard will walk by and tell me like, I'm sorry, sir, but you need to get the fuck out of the airport. You're way too old to be doing this shit.